This is Dennis John Seatsma, Homestead, Florida, USA. I'm working on the 94 Astro van today, trying to repair the AC. I caused some of my own problems with this AC repair. Initially, I had low refrigerant, so I jumpered out the low refrigerant sensor and added a pound of refrigerant with stop leak. And then I added too much refrigerant with stop leak, and I gummed up my my orifice, my accumulator expansion valve orifice. So I replaced it with an aftermarket, and somehow it got sucked down in there real deep, and I can't get it out. So I ordered a long nose tool that I hope I can get it out. If I can't get it out this way, I'll take the lines loose from the compressor and blow it out with either compressed air or hydraulic pressure from my pressure washer. But this is what happens when you use aftermarket parts. Sometimes they look identical to the right part, but this thing started to cool as soon as I put refrigerant in, and then that valve got sucked down in there, and after that I don't know what happened. But I had paid General Mechanic. Oh, I need to mention the wrench size here. The upper nut is 15/16. Yeah, 15/16, and the lower nut is 14/16 or 7/8 inch open end spanner or crowfoot wrench. And these are American fittings for some reason. I thought everything on this van was metric, but surprise, surprise, those two are American sizes. But I'd paid this General Mechanic to replace the compressor, and apparently when he got it together, he realized that he had this blocking port where the high pressure switch should go, and instead of putting the switch in, he decided just to twist the wires together, and of course they came loose later, and I've got them connected together right now. But I'm going to replace this blocking port with a high pressure cutout switch. And the other problem, he never have just one problem. The other problem I had is this connector that goes to the compressor was not making good contact, and it goes to a factory, that white thing is a factory connector. So anyway, when I get the new connector, I'm just going to replace all this wiring with marine grade wire, and it's got to be polarity conscious because one's positive and one negative. I don't know if it matters to the compressor, but I'm going to obey the polarity when I replace that connector. And I'm going to put a new connector on the back where it goes to the high pressure switch. And this is all fiddly work that, you know, the professional mechanics, when they make a mistake like that, when they swap the compressor, they forgot to take the high pressure switch out. And the high pressure switch is kind of expensive with the connector, but I've got a genuine GM replacement AC Delco for the high pressure cutout switch, and it comes with the clip ring, which is good because I lost the other one. You want to put something underneath the van to catch anything you might drop. And I also am working on the power steering leak for the Hydro Boost. I got a new kit from Pirate Jack. I'm going to rebuild the Hydro Boost again. And this is not a how-to, this is a video log, and you can see some of the tools I used to get this plug out. But anyway, I'm waiting on some really long reach needle nose pliers to come in, and you see I've switch failed on the van, so I got this jumpered out for the rear fan, so I can select the blower speed without the switch, because that switch was never any damn good anyway. From the factory even, it always failed. Every time I replaced it, it failed. So I'm just using the jumper for now. But I need to get that old orifice valve extracted, and I ordered another valve online, and I got it right here. This is a genuine GM, and it looks identical, but I gummed this expansion valve up by using too much stop leak. And yes, you can use too much refrigerant and too much stop leak. I never had explained to me why when you're putting in refrigerant, all of a sudden it'll stop cooling if you put in too much refrigerant, because refrigeration works on the principle of exchange of gas between gaseous state and liquid state of the refrigerant, gaseous and liquid, and that's what produces your cooling effect, is the release of the liquid into gaseous state and vice versa. So if you put too much refrigerant in, you could actually go into hydrostatic lock and blow up, damage your compressor. So try to avoid that at all cost. But if I need to, I'll pull these lines loose from the back of the compressor and put compressed air to blow that thing out if I have to. But I'm waiting for my long grip needle nose pliers to come so I can try to pull that out of there. And I don't know why it went down in there, because it was cooling nicely until that orifice tube slipped deep into there and it stopped cooling. And like I say, you can really mess up an air conditioning system trying to do it yourself repairs. You need to have gauges, and being low on refrigerant is actually safer than too much refrigerant. Anyway, that's the video log for today. I hope you enjoyed the video.